Hello Stalkers, today I'm going to show you a few mods that will make your gameplay a lot harder and much more complicated. Because maybe you're one of those hardcore maniacs that cranks the game difficulty to insane. Now before we start, you need to know that all of these mods can be used in Stalker Anomaly, and most of them will work also in the Gamma mod pack. Let's start from something really simple first. So you all know what the body health system is. It's this mod that adds realistic healing and injury system in Stalker Anomaly. Now usually you can see your character's health by looking at this widget right here, but what if we make it so you can't see this widget all the time? Well, you can use this tiny mod which hides this widget and makes your BHS look like it's from Tarkov. This mod is called EFT Interface for Grog Body Health System. This mod has 3 different new widget interfaces that you can use as an add-on with BHS. Very easy to install, you can select one of these new widgets for your HUDs. You can press H to show or hide this new widget. It's a lot bigger than the standard BHS widget. By default, this new widget will always be hidden, so this adds a check up my health mechanic that you have to press H to check how your health is doing. Also, this widget shows up every time you open the inventory. Just choose the one that you like and that's it. Also play without a minimap, as you might have noticed, and this makes the game feel a lot more immersive and challenging. Another mod that will make your life miserable is Dynamic Anomalies Overhaul. As the name applies, this mod adds dynamic anomalies that can spawn in different places. It doesn't matter if you have great memory or if you're autistic, this mod doesn't care. These random anomalies will spawn after each Psy storm or a mission that occurs in the zone. Some of these anomalies are quite unique from the regular anomalies that you will see. So it's not only it adds challenging, but it also adds some funny moments where what the fuck is that doing? Just fucking install this mod and shut up and you are welcome. Next we have RZ's Radiation mod, and this mod will make you cry like a little baby stalker because it overhauls the radiation so much and it makes it almost impossible to survive. I'm going to feed you the vegetables and tell you that even the guys from Gamma refuse to put this on their mod list. You see, the mod overhauls the radiation and allows wind to carry these radioactive particles around the zone. So let's say that you're living in a nice little underground shelter. You just found a really nice poster from a stash, and while you are enjoying this poster, the wind suddenly changes towards your direction, which coincidentally is blowing behind a radioactive zone. Well, you will get screwed, unless you have the right equipment with you. This mod also makes it challenging to start a new game with a faction that starts in the north. If you don't have a good quality mask and gear, well, you won't be able to survive. A nice thing about this mod is that it adds a lot more realism and it makes radiation an actual danger, unlike that piece of shit game Stalker 2, which makes radiation feel like a nice breeze on the Titanic when Jack is holding me from the back. But also this mod adds a new feature on your PDA, an automatic weather broadcaster that warns you of any sudden weather changes in your area. One more thing about this mod and the Dynamic Anomaly mod, you need to make sure that you start a new game once you enable these mods, or they won't work correctly. If you didn't notice, Stalker content on YouTube and other platforms is starting to decline. That's because of many factors that I'm not going to talk about in this video. But if you really love Stalker, please like and subscribe, not also share this video. Not just for me, but also for all other Stalker related content on YouTube. Remember, you are the one that's keeping this shit going and it's your responsibility. Let's talk about stress. Psy stress actually. You see, living in the zone is not easy, and it is a stressful environment for sure. Mutants, anomalies, angry Serbian women who love eating tuna cans, and many other factors. But the biggest factor is Psy. Now a lot of people don't even know what Psy is. Well, imagine that you are constantly living inside an MIR scanner, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. After a while, your head will explode from all the radioactive psi that is going through your brain tissues. Now this mod just adds that. Oh, but that's not all. You see, this is done passively because when a psi storm hits, it will affect your character directly, even if you are inside a building. And there's much more, you see? There are creatures that can control psi, like controllers and other type of mutants that will affect your psi stress. If you combine this mod with BHS mod, it makes the game incredibly hard, because you are adding more stress to your character, and also your character can end up being zombified if you encounter a controller. Just like radiation can be mitigated by doing the most healthy activities in the game, smoking and drinking vodka, psi stress also works that way. Go ahead and smoke and drink as much as you can. Your body will thank you for it. There is another mod that you can use alone or even combine it with psi stress. This is called the cold system mod. This mod simulates harsh weather environments that you can customize like a sandbox. For example, let's say that you just want your character to get cold only when he gets wet from the rain. You can do just that. Or another example would be to make this mod simulate a harsh tundra environment that is always cold and forces your character to seek shelter if he's outside for too long. I like to use this mod in combination of other winter retexture mods. This mod adds a new HUD which can be moved from the MCM menu, and this HUD can show you how cold and how sick you are. When you are cold, your screen will start looking more white and sometimes it goes blue. This will make your character slow at first, but as time goes by, it will reduce your stamina and grind you to a halt. It will also start to reduce your health slowly if you are extremely cold. And that's not all, because with this mod, if you're too cold for too long, you will start getting sick and end up with a fever. Using the right medicine and eating hot soups will allow you to fight your fever and regain back your health. When you activate this mod, it will show you a small conflict with BHS. Don't worry about it, because this mod uses a small script which debuffs your character, and it's the same script that BHS uses, so they work great together. The cold system mod is not available on the Gamma mod list, but you can definitely download it and add it as an extra layer of difficulty. Another mod that absolutely drives me nuts is the Immersive sleeping mod. You see, in a regular Stalker Anomaly you can sleep whenever you want, which can be used to make a few days pass in-game, even if this can make your character thirsty or hungry. With the Immersive sleep mod, you cannot sleep whenever you want. You can only put your character to bed only when he's tired or sleepy, and it won't let you sleep any other way. Of course, you can use a lot of sleeping pills to increase the tiredness of your character. On its own, this mod is not really a big issue, but when you pair this with nocturnal mutants, that is another story. You don't want to stay awake to experience the mutants that will hunt stalkers at night. Now, I don't recommend you to install Nocturnal Mutants for Gamma, as it can be a very buggy experience, but if you have Stalker Anomaly 1.52 or 1.53, you can easily enable these two mods and experience some Anomaly Heart Attack Simulator. The last mod that I'm going to show you is going to make your game a little bit unplayable, especially from the start. This mod is called Start With Nothing. This mod allows you to start with no gear or pretty much anything. It might sound like it's not a big issue, but on Gamma, this will make it almost impossible to play, especially when all guns you find are pretty much broken. I do find this mod interesting, especially in a ZCP survival playthrough, at least on Stalker Anomaly. I mean, think about it, you won't even have a PDA to start with, and you are at the mercy of the RNG gods to find some goods in a stash. I hope you viewers enjoyed this video. You don't have to install all of these mods, you can just choose a few of them just to make your gameplay experience just that little bit harder. Remember to like and subscribe if you're new to my channel, as I like to cover and showcase mods for Stalker Anomaly and other mod packs. Bye and thank you for watching.